Hello friends, the book that we are going to see today is called as Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's a very small book, easy to read and easy to understand, but this book has some of the most important lessons for our human life. This book begins with Viktor Frankl, who is a psychologist. He is being taken prisoner by the Nazi force during World War II, and he is being taken to the Auschwitz concentration camp. He, along with some 1,500 odd people, are herded together as animals in a small rail coach, and they are being taken to the concentration camp. So as soon as they come to that concentration camp, some people are shown the way towards the left, some people towards the right. The people who were shown the way towards the left were the old, infirm children who were supposed to be not useful for physical labor, and hence they were immediately burned using gas chambers. But the people who were shown the way towards the right were seen as capable of physical labor, including Viktor Frankl. But this first stage itself was a traumatic event for Viktor Frankl, because people who were just now with him were immediately burned down in the gas chamber and they were dead. But with this, or processing this traumatic event, he goes to the next place where the next painful event happens, where the material possessions are all taken away. For example, some people had gold, silver, platinum, or even some people had family pictures to have some emotional support. That was taken away. And Viktor Frankl had one important possession that he had guarded or hidden inside his coat, which was the manuscript for the book that he was writing. So he was a psychologist and he had this manuscript hidden, but that was taken away. And then the heads were shaved and they were herded together as animals without any clothes in a small room, where he says that the smallest possible human dignity was taken away at that moment. But the purpose of writing this book, he says, is not to narrate all these incidents. The purpose, he says, is that as a psychologist, he saw that human beings in that place could endure this pain and they were able to survive. So how did they do that? And what was the means through which they endured all this pain is the purpose of writing this book. Even in the most painful situation like the concentration camp, has to have three things, he said. The first is the having a purpose in life. For example, Viktor Frankl in this time had a lot of pain and suffering. He was becoming very thin. His legs were swollen. He was not able to walk. Even at that time, he says he had a purpose, and that purpose was the draft book manuscript that they have taken away in the initial phase, to write that book. So he had in his mind that once he goes out of this place, he will write that book, and he was making a draft in his brain as he was enduring the pain in the camp. The second he says is that a person has to have love. So once he was responsible for laying down railway tracks, and it so happened that a person fell down, and Viktor Frankl goes and helps that person, and immediately the warden starts Viktor Frankl to pulp. And if you see, at that time he thinks about what he has done by helping a fellow human being to deserve this beating that he was taking. But even in that moment, he starts imagining that he was going to see his wife someday, and he was going to narrate all these incidents, and he was going to come out of this trauma very soon. And he also saw that many people in that concentration camp wanting to go to meet his father or mother or wife, children, love. So by this he says a person who has love in their life or wanting to meet their love will endure any pain that they have. And third, he says that a person has to endure pain. That is, he says in life, not always happiness is the only thing that a person will endure. Rather, there will always be a negative side of life as well, where pain comes to him or her. In that moment, we should not think that why pain has come to me. Rather, he says, as we endure happiness, as we endure or as we go through happiness, we have to go through pain as well. And by doing these three things, a human being can go through any phase of life, whether be it painful or loss or failure or any which phase. And he shows a story. For example, a person, a warden, wardens are supposed to be prisoners as well, but they are a higher, or because of their closeness to the Nazi force, they are made as wardens. And this warden usually are not very friendly, but this warden happens to be friendly to Viktor Frankl, and they both sit and talk about how they were going to come out of this place. And he was saying that by March first week, the world war was going to be over and they were going to be released. And this warden was very happy that he was going to go back to his family. And but what happened was that this March first week came and the war did not end at that time, and this warden suddenly dies. And what they say was that the warden died of typhus. But what Viktor Frankl says is that this warden died because he thought that his life would become, or he would be free by March first week. But when it did not happen, that was a very shocking incident for him, and hence he died. And if you see, this is what in most of the cases, for example, 10th standard student or a 12th standard student or somebody wanting to have a goal in their life, so they think that if we achieve that goal, we will be happy. But most of the time that goal does not come true. Or a 12th standard student wanting to top the exam, do not achieve that, and immediately what happens is that they take away their life, which Viktor Frankl says is what this warden had done. And it was not disease that killed, it was the lack of will to live. But what he says is that even in this time, when the tough times are increased, or if you do not achieve the goal, if we do not have what we want in life, if we are made to endure pain, or if we are made to endure pain because of an incurable disease, even at that moment we should not lose hope, is what he says. He says that a situation can arise to anyone, but how do we handle that situation, or what attitude we have by handling that situation is what matters. I would like to conclude with what Viktor Frankl says in one of the passages. He uses Friedrich Nietzsche's quote: "A person who has a why to live can endure any how to live." That is, if we know what or why we are living in this world, or why we have to live, or why we have to endure this pain, or why we can achieve many things, if we are able to have an answer for that, we can manage any painful situation, how much painful ever it can be. And I think this COVID situation also can be taken as an example. I hope we go through this COVID pandemic also because many are suffering because of a lot of loss, a lot of pain. I think this will end, um, not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but it is going to end someday. Till then, think about the purpose we have in life, think about the love we will have in our life, and think about something which we will achieve once this ends. Thank you.